Hi everyone, and welcome to our Smart Home Tech channel. Are you tired of the never-ending parking struggles? Frustrated with unauthorized usage of your precious parking space? Yearning for a hassle-free, efficient, and reliable solution? Look no further. In this video, we unveil some cool parking gadgets that you can use to secure your space. Remote Control Bollard Parking System for Home Safety. Number 1. Automatic Remote Control Parking Bollard. You know how you feel great when you arrive at your assigned parking spot, knowing that it is always saved for you? With this automatic parking device that can be controlled by remote, you can be sure that no one else will park in your spot. This automatic remote control parking bollard has the following features and benefits. It's easy to use and works with a remote control. And it also comes with 2 remote controls, each with its own frequency. It's also easy to set up, and the kit comes with concrete bolts. When standing up, the remote control parking lot is 460 millimeters tall, but when it's flat, it's only 75 millimeters tall. It's also 460 millimeters wide and 380 millimeters deep. This remote control parking bollard is made of heavy-duty steel and cast iron. It is very strong, reliable, and meets industry standards. It is also ISO 9001 compliant. It is also waterproof and dustproof, and it has been carefully tried in all kinds of weather. As you get closer to your parking spot, you just have to use your remote control from up to 100 meters away to lower or raise your automatic folding bollard. Your automatic parking lock comes with 2 remote controls that work on different frequencies. You can buy and set as many extra remote controls as you need. This remote-controlled parking lock can be used both inside and outside because they are waterproof. They can be used in so many different places like apartment buildings, business offices, medical centers, visitor parking, hospitals, schools, industrial sites, and more. Number 2. Moforn Automatic Remote Control Parking Lock. One type of Chinese barrier you can find on Amazon, Alibaba, and other sites is the Moforn Automatic Remote Control Parking Lock. It's probably the least expensive thing you can do, but that comes at a cost. The problem with cheap barriers is that their quality and longevity aren't always clear, but they're better than nothing. So if you can't afford any other parking block, this could be your best option. Moforn barrier is easy to set up and works with a key fob. There are similar barriers that can be controlled with a mobile app, but make sure to read reviews before buying. The battery can keep going for up to 2 years. Putting force on the barrier makes it easier to close it, but that sets off the warning. Number 3. Unipark Came. The best thing that Came makes is a parking saver for homes and public places. It comes in 2 sizes, small and big. The barrier's biggest flaw is also its best feature. It uses the power grid instead of batteries, so you don't have to worry about refilling or a battery going bad. It can find and avoid obstacles and is managed by a key fob. This barrier is simple and doesn't have many features, but it does its job well and keeps your parking safe. Number 4. ParkLeo TM Bollard. This automatic parking bollard has a big width and opens and closes quickly so that it can be used a lot. It is controlled by an app on a smartphone, which makes it easy to raise or lower the blocker from the car. This smart rising bollard is very useful because it can be controlled by a smartphone, is reliable, easy to handle, and can be used in many different places. This automated parking sign communicates with your phone up to 50 meters away through a Bluetooth low-energy module. Also, ParkLeo TM Gateway will be a great way to control our parking barriers from a distance without any limits. For example, you can lower the block in front of your work while you are at home. ParkLeo TM Bollard's Bluetooth link lets it work well and stay connected in any parking situation, even underground garages. It lets users send digital keys to other users temporarily through the ParkLeo TM mobile app, so that multiple tenants, guests, workers, and visitors can move bollards during a certain time. All they have to do to share the parking space with you is download and sign up for the free app. Once they have signed up, it is easy for you to give them access to your parking spot, and you won't have to be near them or the smart parking bollard. Parkleo TM Bollard has an auto close feature that lets it close itself when you leave, making it a safe choice. With this product, parking will be easy and worry-free for everyone, and the owners of the parking lot will like how easy it is to run. Number 5. AutoPark. AutoPark's automatic fence keeps people from getting into private areas or parking spots without permission. AutoPark is an automatic, solar, wireless, and modern parking block that is strong and safe. It has an ability to use GSM call as a remote control device instead of the key fob. It has a solar panel which helps the rechargeable battery last longer, about 80 recharges. The barrier can automatically close and can tell when something is in its way, which are both great benefits. In addition to the basic version with a solar panel, there are also versions with 2 batteries, or that use electricity from the grid. It is well safe from shocks and theft, and it's easy to set up, and you can charge it if you want to. Number 6. Ducati Barrier. Ducati Barrier is a parking barrier that works on its own and keeps other cars from parking in your private parking place without your permission. It also keeps strangers from getting into your private yard. It is easy to set up and doesn't need any wires. You use a key fob to control it. It uses technology that uses less power, only 0.0003 amps when it's not being used. This gives the battery a long life before it needs to be charged with the charger that came with it. So, if you are worried about refilling the battery and want to be carefree about it, this barrier is a good choice. Number 7. DomoPark Barrier. DomoPark Barrier is a strong security barrier that comes with a solar screen and a battery that can be charged. It is easy to set up and can be handled from a distance with a keychain that has already been programmed. The electricity network can be used to power the DomoPark Barrier, but it's not required. It can sense obstacles and has a spring system that can protect it from damage when it hits something. Number 8. Tau Italia. The automatic space saver from Tau Italia is an automatic parking guard that can be controlled by remote control and used in homes, businesses, and public places. It doesn't run on a battery, but on electricity. This means you can put it anywhere, but you don't have to worry about the battery running out. Tau Barrier, on the other hand, has a backup battery in case the power goes out. It is controlled by a key fob and has a system to find obstacles. Number 9. EDS UK Barrier. EDS UK Barrier is easy to set up in any place where parking needs to be controlled. It stays on its own with the help of a rechargeable battery and a solar screen. Depending on how you use it, it can last anywhere from 12 to 18 months. The key fob is used to control the EDS UK Barrier. Standard is a black personalization plate that can be printed with your name, an advertisement, or the name and logo of your business. It has a system that can find and avoid obstacles. Number 10. Abspeer Schilder Technic Protector. The protector from Abspeer Schilder Technic is the parking block that sells the most in Germany. It runs on a 6-volt battery and doesn't need to be wired into anything. When you buy the barrier, you also get a remote control with a range of up to 12 meters, 2 keys for the battery case, and an installation guide. There are 2 models, one that can be used up to 500 times, one that can be used up to 2,000 times. The barrier only comes in a gray-white color. A bad thing about the protector barrier is that it doesn't have a way to stop vandalism. If it gets driven over, it will be wrecked. We hope you found this guide insightful and informative. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these automatic parking barriers caught your eye? Are you leaning towards the convenience of Moforn, the solar-powered resilience of AutoPark, or perhaps the simplicity of Unipark Came? Do you have any questions or need more details about a specific barrier? Share your thoughts, concerns, or experiences in the comments below. Your feedback and insights could be invaluable to others in their quest for the perfect parking solution. Stay tuned for more reviews and guides to simplify your life. Until next time, happy parking!